Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther, and this is Bastion.
I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back.
I just realized he's in his boxers. I don't know why I didn't notice that before. Actually.
Long reach and plenty of power. Now that's a scary combination.
Alright, I leveled up. Definitely not worthwhile to me. This, on the other hand.
Live wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste. Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
I'm guessing that's the last episode of this run.
The Ura probably didn't know they were being watched from Panther Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about. Only trouble was, something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
Defend. Gotcha.
Hefty thing like that takes getting used to. Gotta point her in the right direction. Whatever gets in her way is in a world of hurt, but she ain't the fastest thing.
With little upgrades, she is.
Best stand well clear of that impact.
Don't care.
Kid's got that contraption all figured out.
I could have done it if I didn't stupidly shoot them. So that's what I'm gonna do.
The Mansers conducted their most secretive research far east of the city.
I'm gonna fail this time. I'm just calling it now.
You can cause a lot of collateral damage with her if you ain't careful.
Ah, who needs to be careful? They're coming from one direction.
The more crowded it gets, the more trouble you could cause with a single shot.
Yep.
She's designed to be fine-tuned, just need the proper parts. experiment was a rousing success.
Yes. And I basically have
If
those.
only the Mancers could have seen the kid playing around with their favorite toy.
First. Wrong. This. 10% extra damage, or fire it even faster.
Good thing I didn't throw away the manual.
Yeah, I want that. I will probably kill myself with it. Haha!
The Mancers, they knew everything, even if it cost them.
Here we go. Once you enter this area, there is no taking back. Are you ready? Yes. I might take a little bit in between.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
Between this.
But he'll be all right.
Between this episode and the
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
Plus. New game plus. Thank you. Okay.
The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the Calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Oops.
You know what's funny? Well,
Gotcha. What's funny? Finish your sentence, please. Gotcha.
all of us are waiting for a kid.
Fuck off.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
Alright, I have... Is it shift to do it? No, it's not shift. It's control. Q. That's not bad. Sorry, I don't know why my wrist twitched.
But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. There's something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planted here will go away. What happens to Zulf will no longer matter. Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right. Problem is, we'll all be gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right?
Oh shit. An actual way to jump. I forgot about this. Probably because it's at the end of the game.
You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
Okay, seriously, the homing frickin' spikes. There. I'm out. I'm out.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them.
Ooh. Ooh, shit. Out of my way.
No mistakes. Anyone you've ever hurt.
Thank you.
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? I guess there's nothing more to say.
Ratigas.
Who am I kidding?
You're a chatterbox. You can't shut up.
Look. There's something else.
Of course there is.
A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion?
You built it. I don't even remember. I'm just guessing at this point.
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it.
You can't remember testing it.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
Oh, right. The ultimate weapon is just a giant battering ram. I forgot about that.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here. Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together. You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia.
This thing hits hard.
He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
Next. Next. How about you?
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter.
You teleported near me. It's your own fault. Stop that.
It ain't a simple matter of pride, either.
Oops, that's not the right button. That's the button. Super tank.
One thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Okay. So I'm going to do what I did the last time.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
I'm going to show the endings that I got the last time I had played this. Because I will play this
You ain't
again.
still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother,
I will give this game this much. Here was fantastic storytelling without any of them talking.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. Can't believe you brought him back again. Bet you had to do more than say please this time. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
Fucking lawnmower.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid.
Lots of stuff to talk about.
You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You made it.
Ah, so this is what you're talking about. Okay. Correct. There is a second voice actor. But this is the only time you hear her. You hear her singing before, but again, I will stand by this. Singing does not make you a voice actor. Like, being a voice actor does not make you a singer.
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up.
This is what I chose. Because this just... That's it. Yeah, all this progress, and it restores back to the point just before this happened, with no knowledge of it happening. That's an endless cycle. That is my mentality.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now.
I did.
You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay. In a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. Of carrying on. With you here.
Well, you're gonna have plenty of time.
We can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I set myself fly, the wind it will take me
So,
back to my home, sweet home.
I figure that there are 4 endings. Because there are 4 possible choices. Evacuation, saving Zelf. Evacuation, not saving Zelf. Setting back, saving Zelf. Setting back, not saving Zelf. If there's a 5th ending or 6th ending, let me know. I only played this once so far before. Now, I'm going to do something that I didn't do before, and that was play the New Game Plus and aim for the other endings. So, if there really are only 2 endings, like actually only 2, let me know. This game, in my eyes, I'll go ahead and say this now because the New Game Plus is going to change my mind in any real regard, has always been one of those perfect examples of an indie game where it had a direction that it was going with, a story it wanted to tell, and a world that was different than what you knew. It is a perfect example. The only parts of it that I really dislike are kind of just the high-tuned pieces of it. Like, I could nitpick here and there about whether or not the block should go in the direction I'm facing. But the reality is that was just a design choice. What I'm talking about is how your pointer with a mouse doesn't line up with the line that is used for a lot of the weaponry. Something about that just rubs me the wrong way. And yes, you could say that's a design choice, but that, I actually say, no, that's not a design choice. That's a design imperfection. That's a port imperfection. I say port imperfection because this is a port of a 360 game. I know this because it was one of the ones that went through my department. Now, I didn't test the game. I used the game to test hardware. But I still knew this game came out on 360 long before it came out on Steam. Or at least that's my remembering of it. I could be completely wrong. It's not the first time it's happened. But I'm going to give this game a rest, at least for this week. New Game Plus should go a lot faster. Because I get to keep a good chunk of stuff. And the stuff I don't get to keep, I can easily re-get with the stuff that I do get to keep. The game will be harder, as most New Game Plus games do. Can this move faster? Nope. Alright. They really want you to drink in the credits. But I've got another game lined up, and you know exactly what game that is. I've been having a lot of fun with it. By now, you're probably going to be wondering, hey, what's taking the place of Control? The other game that I was, like, full-on playing. Well, I'm not sure. In all honesty, I'm not exactly sure. I remember that I had some games lined up. But that was a while ago. And I don't remember what they were. So I'm going to be playing a couple of demos. Each day will be a new demo. Today is probably the first of those demos. Mind you, you might like some of them. Alright. So, New Game Plus. Structures, Spirits, Idols, Unlocked. Plus all weapons and XP from the last game. Sweet. That will be the next week. But for this week, this is it for this game. Did I enjoy it? End result, yes. But I cannot say it was perfect. Maybe it was just me the entire time. But the fact of the matter is, I don't feel that the game was perfect. Could it have been better? Yes, that's why it's not perfect. Does that mean every single fucking game in every fucking existence is not perfect? Yes, it does. So this is probably the last time I'm going to say a game is not perfect, because it's redundant by now. Could this game have been better? Yes, absolutely. Was it terrible? No, not at all. I had some aggravating points for it, but God, I enjoyed the parts that I enjoyed. I was upset at the parts I was upset at. That said, I will catch you all next time. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.